So, I'm going to give you a really short, quick, concise version of how it all fits together. Are you ready? You were source energy before you came into this physical body, and a part of you came into this physical body while a larger part of you remained non-physical. As you're here in this physical body, you're exploring the contrast that surrounds you. And as you see what you don't want, you know right away what you do want, and you send off a vibrational rocket of desire. A vibrational rocket of desire which precedes everything good that comes to you. As you launch that rocket is held in what we've been calling a lot of different things. Have you been listening to us? We've been calling it a vibrational reality. We've been calling it a vortex. We've been calling it a vortex of creation. Never mind what you call it. Just know that there's a vibrational version of everything that you are becoming out there, and that it is your work to become a vibrational match to that vibrational version. And when you become right here, right now, as best you can, a vibrational match to that vibrational version, you feel really good. That's what that feeling of exhilaration is. That's what that feeling of passion is. That's what that feeling of love and appreciation are. When you are in vibrational sync with that vibrational rocket, with that vibrational being, with that vibrational existence that is real. Do you believe that it is real? Do you acknowledge that there is a vibrational version of you? And so now this vibrational version exists, but you're not usually a vibrational match to everything that that vibrational version is, because that vibrational version keeps evolving, because you keep living life. Life continues to cause you to have new exposure to new life. It causes you to have new perspectives. It causes you to launch new rockets of desires. It causes you to become anew, all day, every day. You become more. The question that this gathering, this workshop, this conversation wants to ask with you and answer with you is, are you keeping up with that vibrational version that is expanding? And the answer for most humans is, not really. Not really keeping up with it all that much. And the reason that you primarily don't keep up with the expansion that has taken place within you, and therefore the reason that you don't always feel really good, even though you should always feel really good, is because you are standing with such full awareness of the reality, the full-blown see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it version of reality, that it slows you down from what's coming. You're so enamored with what is. But it's even more than just being aware of what is that is slowing you down and keeping you from your path of least resistance and keeping you from being joyously in alignment with that expanded version of you. It's that you have conscious awareness, for the most part, of where you are in relationship to where you want to be, and you feel compelled to explain to anyone who will listen why you're there. I want to be over there, but here is where I am. Over there looks pretty good, but here is where I am. Here is where I am. And here's where I've been. Here's where I've been. I've been here for quite a while. There are a lot of others here with me. None of us like it here very much. It's not our fault we're here, you know. Blame Mother. I'd like to be over there, but over here is where I am. And let me describe in infinite, constant, chronic detail about what it's like to be here. So as you practice that vibration of here, still contrast is causing you to launch there. But you're here instead of there, and the crevasse, the crack, the gap between here where you've manifested, which means you're hearing it and smelling it and seeing it and tasting it and touching it, here sometimes is a distance from where you want to be, and it feels to you like the gap just won't close. Like you keep launching the desire, but the gap won't close. Well, today we're going to show you how to close that gap. Undeniably, we're going to help you to reset your vibrational button. We're going to help you to reclaim your stance on this ever unfolding path, because you can't stand still. Do you know that? Life just causes you to continue to expand. And if you think the answer to eliminating or alleviating the stress between who you've become and who you're letting yourself be is to try to talk yourself out of wanting that, you're really on the wrong track, because you cannot become less than you have vibrationally become. Esther keeps meaning to put that on the disclaimer that you sign when you come in. You can't go back. Once life causes you to expand into that desire. So we're just going to set the premise for this gathering here. This is what we want you to know is our desire for you, because we know that once you acknowledge this and once you accomplish this, that you will be living happily ever after. So the goal of your life, we'll ask you Do you think the goal of your life is to form desire? Nope. Because your life is forming the desire, you don't need to set a goal for that. Life is just causing you to launch those rockets. So what is the goal that you came with? You said, I'll go, life will inspire expansion, and I will do everything in my focused, focused. I'll do everything I can to focus in the direction of my desire. So we're going to talk today about what focusing vibrationally means, what it feels like to focus vibrationally. Because sometimes when you focus with your mind, when you focus with your thought, when you focus with your words, you think that you are focused upon what you want, even though what's active in you is a vibration that's in exact opposition to what you want. So often you think you're talking about abundance when you're really offering a strong vibration about not having enough of something that you want. And so we want to help you to feel with clarity what vibrational alignment with who you really are is. Because so many of you, so many of our dear, beloved, blessed, physical co-creators are looking for love in all the wrong places. And we want you to know where it is. So you got here, you're in this physical body, you're exploring, and you're offering rockets of desire, and these desires are culminated. They have formed a becoming in what we have been calling a vibrational reality, a vortex that is spinning, that law of attraction is bringing things that are like it to it. And so the desires that you have set into motion are in motion, and they are expanding, and they are yours for the taking whenever you find vibrational alignment with them. But there is a gap often between this desire that you have launched, that you've put pieces in a little bit at a time. Some of it was there when you were born. Some of it was a trajectory that you set into place even before you came into this physical body. But there is a vibrational version of you that is vivid and real and calling you and everything else that is a match to it to itself. Law of attraction is providing that powerful, important function. So here you stand in what we are calling your point of attraction, in some proximity to that vibrational version. When you are up to speed with that vibrational version, what's in that vibrational version flows easily into your experience. When you are in vibrational alignment with your vibrational reality, the things that are in your vibrational reality flow easily into your experience. They flow in the form of ideas. They flow in the form of rendezvous. They flow in the form of impulses. They flow in the form of energy. They flow in the form of emotions. In other words, you feel at first, you feel before you see or hear or smell or taste or touch the evidence of it. You can feel them flowing into your what we have been calling a lot of different things. Now today we are wanting you to accept that it is your point of attraction. It is your vibrational grid. It is your climate. It is your vibrational atmosphere. It's where you stand. It's the vibrational version of where you stand. Where you stand, we want you to focus upon the vibrational version of where you stand. So let's say that you are $100,000 in debt. Maybe more, but we'll just be easy on you. And you would like to have $100,000 in your bank account that is not assigned to anything. So there's a $200,000 gap between where you are in terms of reality, in terms of what's manifested, see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch it, spend it, and what's in your vibrational reality, which is a vibrational currency that we cannot even begin to describe to you in terms of its value. We know you want the stuff you can spend. We want it for you too. But there's a gap, and in this example, a $200,000 gap between where you are and where you want to be. Well, it is unlikely that in this day that you are going to close that gap and that $200,000 is going to be in your bank account. It's unlikely that that is going to happen today. And don't write letters to Esther about Abraham being pessimistic. It's unlikely that that manifestation is going to happen today. But what you can accomplish today, you can accomplish the vibrational shift today. You can accomplish the difference between worrying about it and feeling stable, finding your vibrational financial footing. You could do that in a minute or 2 or 3 or 5 or 10. You could do that today. And if we can convince you that this closing this gap, that it is a vibrational gap and that it is emotionally indicated and you will set as your intention to close that vibrational emotional gap, and that you will care about how you feel, then you will be on your path to being and doing and having anything and everything that you choose. Because this is for sure. If this time-space reality has inspired within you an idea of something you want to live, you have the wherewithal to live it fully. And if it were not for that vibrational gap over which you have unequivocal control, you'd be living it already. So let's get going on closing the gap. We are eager to talk with you about anything that matters to you. This is not going to be a hard thing for you to understand. It is our expectation that as a result of the varied conversations that we have here today on a variety of subjects, that you're going to leave this room knowing that you are the creator of your own reality, and that you live in a vibrational universe, and that you're emitting a vibrational signal over which you have complete control. It is our desire that you leave this gathering understanding like you've never understood it before, what it truly means to be living unconditionally. Unconditional love, unconditional alignment. Because what happens to you so often, you're moving around your world and you want to feel good, and you're looking out and you see things that feel good. And when you see things that feel good and you feel good, we're glad that you've seen something that feels good. And we're glad that you were a vibrational match to something that felt good so that you could see something that felt good. We're glad for all of that. But we want you to acknowledge that as glad as we all are that you found something good to focus upon, a condition that made you feel good when you saw it, it was still a conditional loving that happened. You saw a condition and you felt good. And what happens is sometimes, sometimes, almost all the time, some of you, every one of you, get hooked on those conditions because there were some conditions that made you feel good. So now you're hooked on them. Now you're just trolling the planet like policemen troll for violators. You're trolling the planet looking for things to feel good about. And you'd think that in a seminar on deliberate creating that would be something that we would really be encouraging. But what happens is when you start living conditionally, so you're looking for good conditions that then cause you to feel good as you see them, you're likely to find bad conditions that cause you to feel bad when you see them. And now you have no real control, because the conditions over which you have no control are running the show about how you feel. So you're wanting to create and practice until you own it completely, a vibrational atmosphere around you. You want to start with easy, early in the morning thoughts, finding thoughts that feel good. Because law of attraction, it is our promise to you, will increase the momentum of whatever thought you begin focusing upon. When you go to bed at night, wonderful thing happens. Your momentum stops. Did you know that? While you are asleep, not focused here in this time-space reality, the momentum of whatever thoughts you had going on ceases. So when you wake up in the morning, you begin the momentum again. And some of you, all of you, think so much about what happened yesterday that there's a continuity, a continuum, usually, always, of thoughts that were going on yesterday. But you have the ability, if you will try just for a little while, to set a new tone, to push the reset button, to find some thoughts that are general, some thoughts that feel good, some thoughts that you already believe, some thoughts that feel good to you when you focus upon them. And as you allow that momentum to increase, and it will, you have a vibrational atmosphere around you that is equivalent to the atmosphere of your vortex. And once you accomplish that, then things, ideas, circumstances, and events, things that you call coincidences, because they are incidences that coincide, begin occurring in your experience. So, we've given it all to you. You got a good part of it. You accept that you are the creator of your own reality. We want you to be the aware creator of your current vibration. And we think it would be such a wonderful thing if you could give up once and for all any need or any desire to control any condition so that then you can have a good feeling response to it, because it is creating exactly backwards.